This video is on the vocabulary builder on page 380, found in your Go Math textbook for 4th grade. This is our second page of the introduction to chapter 10 on two-dimensional figures. And so the first question we're asked is to visualize it. We're going to complete a flow map using the words with a check mark next to them. So each of these words is going to fit into one of these boxes, and sometimes more than one of those words will actually fit into this box here. Okay, so we know that a polygon is a shape with many sides. Doesn't matter how many sides, it just has to have sides, and so that's a polygon. A triangle, this is a prefix that means 3. It means it has 3 angles. And a quadrilateral starts with the prefix quad, which means it is a 4-sided shape. Okay? So, what is it? Here are some examples over here. What are some examples? There's a square. It looks like a rhombus. And this looks sort of like a trapezoid here. Okay, so each of these, what do you see that they have in common? They do have in common that each one of these shapes has 4 sides, and so these would be quadrilaterals, and you'll have to write this very little, sorry. They don't give us space to write all that they want us to here. They're quadrilateral, each one of them is a quadrilateral, and each one of them is a polygon. So any shape can be a polygon, but not all, so all quadrilaterals are polygons, but not all polygons are quadrilaterals. Okay, let's look at the next one. I see triangles here. They all have 3, each one of these shapes, each has 3 sides. So I'm going to put triangle. And for this one as well, I can also put polygon, because a polygon is a more general term, just meaning many sides. So it is a polygon, but more specifically, it is a triangle. And the last one, let's count the sides on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That has 6 sides, so no, it's a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pentagon. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's also a pentagon. So this one has 6 shapes, this one has 5, and this one has 5. So these are just all polygons. So there's polygon, and those are some examples. If we go to understanding our vocabulary, we need to complete the sentences by using preview words. And they are the words that are in the second set of words there. A shape has blank if it can be folded about a line so that its 2 parts match exactly. And we just talked about that with the seashell on the previous page. This is symmetry. S-Y-M-M-E-T-R-Y. So a shape has symmetry if it can be folded on any line so that its 2 parts match exactly. A figure that has no endpoints is called, and you don't know this yet, but we're going to learn it, it is a line. And you may remember this, we talked about it a little bit, but not much. Number 3, a figure that has 2 endpoints is called a line segment. So a line goes on and on and on and on and on forever out into infinity because it doesn't have any endpoints. If it has endpoints, then it's called something else. If it has 2 endpoints, it's called a line segment. If it has 1 endpoint, it's called a ray. So blank are lines that never cross, and those are parallel lines. If you want to make the grammar teacher in me really happy, you'll capitalize that P in parallel since it's the first word of the sentence. The number 5, when parallel lines are like this, they run right next to each other. If you are a gymnast, then you may know about parallel bars, and they are right next to each other. Number 5, when two lines cross to form a square corner, the lines are, and these are perpendicular lines. And I didn't have room to write that on that line. But this is what perpendicular lines look like, and they can cross any way. They can look like an X, but they form square corners in each one of these places right here. Okay? And those lines are perpendicular.